Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. Today is our last day talking about summer, and it's in celebration of the first day of summer, which is actually on Sunday, but we've got a Father's Day edition planned for you tomorrow. So it is Saturday, June 20th, so the summer solstice is upon us. Some fun outdoor activities, although I think we're supposed to have more inclement weather with storms, but that's all right. You can save these and have them in your back pocket for that next nice hot day outside. So first I want to show you our printables. We do have some counting things, some fun summer things that you can do for an indoor printable activity. Then our book recommendation, I See Summer by Charles Digna. The song is I Love Summer, Running in the Beach. My family, we were supposed to go to the beach, but of course we had to cancel our trip this summer, but we'll do a little staycation instead. Video recommendation, this is all about the summer solstice, which like I said is on Sunday, June 21st, just tomorrow. And of course our parent guide. So we're going to do a science experiment here. We're going to do sort of a craft science experiment as well that leads into the outdoor activity we have for you. But first, our joke today, what do ghosts like to eat in the summer?
I don't know what.
Ice cream. So they make you scared and you scream at them. All right, so this is the Baggy Burst project. So in my baggie already, I have put a half cup of water and a quarter cup of white vinegar. Then I just have a white paper towel here. And in my container here, I have 1.5 tablespoons of baking soda. So I'm gonna put that into my paper towel here. Kind of just fold this up kind of like a little pita pocket. All right. Then inside our baggie, I have that water and vinegar already. So I'm going to stand up for this. So we're going to quickly put this in here, close it up, give it a little shake, and we're going to watch it. So hopefully, yeah, there we go. So the bag is filling up with that carbon dioxide as the vinegar and baking soda react. Let's put it here and see. And depending on the size of your bag, this is a quart size bag, so depending on the size of your bag would determine how big it might get. And it could take a little while, so we're gonna go ahead and let that sit and dissolve and while we do our other activities. So you can talk, we've done a lot with baking soda and vinegar. It's such a fun, easy experiment, lots of things you can do at home, making volcanoes. We did the balloon project the other day on a bottle. So we'll continue to expand a little bit. And if I had a little bit of a smaller bag, I bet it would have burst already. So we might need a little bit more. So you can troubleshoot together, add more vinegar, add more baking soda. There we go. All right, so let's go over and do our project today. So for this one, we are going to make our own sidewalk chalk. So a bowl, or if you're going to want to make lots of colors, you can have a few different smaller containers, some wax paper, and some cardboard rolls. So if you have toilet paper rolls or paper towel rolls, this recipe will make 3 different chalks with the toilet paper size. If you have paper towel rolls, you can just cut them down to size as well. Then you need a 3/4 cup of warm water, the wax paper, which we'll line the tubes with. Then in here I have some plaster of Paris. We have a big container of it upstairs, so I went ahead and just did a little bit here. And some paint to do your color. I'm just gonna make pink because that is really the only color sidewalk chalk that gets used in my household these days. But if you're gonna do multiple colors, like I said, have different containers to separate things out into. So I'm gonna put that 3/4 cups of water into my bowl. Then, first actually, sorry, I want to line my toilet paper tubes here because otherwise the plaster dries in about 20 minutes. So you're going to want to make sure that you're kind of ready to go. So if you're letting the kids do it and it takes a little bit of time, that it doesn't get too hard on you as you're working. So here's our paper, our wax paper, and the wax paper just helps it so that the chalk mixture with that plaster and paint and water doesn't get stuck to the inside of the toilet paper tube. So I'm just going to put that in there. And I do have some duct tape here, and I'm gonna tape up the bottom of my tube. I'm sure everyone's admiring my nails. I let my daughter paint them the other day. You should see my husband's toenails. They're quite gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna tape the bottom here. Just help some of that stuff come out from, prevent it from spilling too much. Okay. All right, so I've got that 3/4 cup of water in here. I'm gonna use this tray as kind of my base. You'll wanna be able to have it on something that is gonna dry. It will take a few days to completely dry up for you. So I've got my water. I'm gonna get 1.5 cups of this plaster Paris. Here's my 1 cup. 1.5 cup. Like I said, for this recipe, you're gonna get about 3 toilet paper tube rolls worth. And I'm gonna add my pink paint. And it's about 2 to 3 tablespoons of paint total. So of course you're gonna decide how much and how bright of a color you want. There we go. Okay, and I'm gonna use my little 1/2 cup thing here to stir. Let's see, it's getting nice and bright. And it's definitely thickening up there. It's got such a fun texture to it. There we go. That looks pretty, like a pretty good color of pink sidewalk chalk to me, so I'm gonna leave it be, but you could of course add more color or less to it if you'd like. Now the trick is of course gonna be to get the plaster into your roll here. Just gonna kind of dump it in there. A funnel, I do not recommend using a funnel because if it dries and hardens on you, you're gonna be stuck without that funnel there for a while. So, there we go. And then you're gonna tap it down, try and get those air bubbles out so you have a pretty good firm base. And I've got plenty of room, but I could add some more in there. There we go. So you'd let that sit for a few days and then you could pull it out with that wax paper. And then our outdoor activity for you is to also use your chalk and do some fun obstacle courses outside. To get creative, you can do some swirls on the ground for spinning, some dashes for maybe hopping, have them stop, scream, put your hands in the air, lots of fun things you can do on your sidewalk outside for yourself and your neighbors to enjoy. So thanks for joining us today for our first day of summer edition of Board and Busters, and we will see you tomorrow for our Father's Day edition.